Hello and welcome to yet another video of GJ Management Consultants. So the topic that we have chosen today is scaling AI. So this is the final topic in the series that we launched for AI. We started with briefing the concept about AI, wherein we explained the evolution of the AI. We also touched base with what artificial intelligence is, and then we also showcased what is generative AI, and then what is the agentic AI. Then we took another topic for discussion, that was synergy of human with AI, that how human and AI can synergize to bring best advantage to the organization. In the third chapter or the third presentation, we showcase that how the new age CEO should be equipped with the understanding and the knowledge of AI, so that they can take the maximum advantage of it by its application in the organization. Then in the last presentation, we showcase that how the AI based transformation model can help transform the business. And now the final chapter is scaling of the AI, wherein we are going to demonstrate that after you have experimented the AI basis the prototype, what needs to be done so that it can be scaled up and organization can achieve the maximum advantage of their investment. So how we have organized this session is that we have created a short video to demonstrate about what this presentation is going to tell you about, and then we can start with the presentation. So moving ahead then. Okay. So let's just quickly play a video and see that what exactly we're going to cover as a part of this session.
AI pilots are exciting, but here's the truth. Pilots don't pay the bills, scaling does. Most companies run a few AI experiments, but only a handful convert them into enterprise-wide transformation. Scaling AI is not about more models, it's about building the right foundation. Clean and connected data, strong governance, clear business ownership, and the courage to redesign processes, not automate old ones. When AI moves from isolated pilots to your entire organization, that's when magic happens. Productivity multiplies, decisions become faster, customer experiences feel personalized, and leaders shift from intuition to intelligent decision making. Start small, scale smart, measure fast, create playbooks, standardize success, because the future belongs to organizations that can scale AI, not just test AI. Your pilot is just the beginning.
Okay. So I think we are absolutely clear what this presentation is going to tell us about. We already have created one shot on this topic earlier, so that it acts as a teaser and it will enable the understanding of the viewers as well. So which means that this we are going to speak about that prototyping is not enough. I mean, we have done our testing, we have created a prototype, but that was just a beginning. To make it sure that we have give full justice to the investments that we have made, we need to scale it up, so that by implementing this it at a scale for entire organization, it help the organization to reap the advantage, so that we could able to take it forward and take a next leap in the overall AI scheme of things. So having said that, let's just quickly move to the first slide and see what exactly the AI imperative now means to us. Okay, so the new AI imperative, AI at a scale is no longer a competitive edge; it's a competitive minimum. So which means that if we say that an organization is scaling up an AI and organization assume that they are first in the race, so it's a myth. I mean, this is something which they feel they would have assumed 2 years before, but now it's a myth, because every day new AI testing is happening, and post the successful testing of those, it's getting implemented at a scale within the enterprise. So let us just quickly have a look the reality as it. What does reality show us? The reality shows that 90% of enterprise experiment with AI, less than 20% scale successfully. This is a harsh reality. This is of much importance that people have to scale up to reap the advantages and to get the maximum output for the investments that they have made. But Fact is that people are only experimenting, and close to 90% are just scaling at less than 20%. 90% went to experiment with AI, less than 20% successfully. Which means that they have created the data, they have created the data model, but they are not implementing it because either they are not satisfied with the result, or the prototype which they have created was with a limited set of scenario which is not matching with the actual business scenario that is there in the market. So this is a huge cause of concern. Generative AI accelerating the adoption across the industry. Nowadays, generative AI has, is gaining its importance day by day because it has an advantage of looking at the unstructured data and then use that unstructured data to create the inferences out of it. So, imperative of AI means that this is the reality, that then 90% of enterprise experiment with AI, less than 20% successful. This is one reality. Second reality is also there, which means that generative AI accelerating adoption across the industry. So people are using generative AI nowadays because they want to spend less of their time in interpreting the information which comes in the form of the text, rather than they spend on the time in analytics of data. So which means that the all the interpretation of the text is being done by the large language model, which is largely our generative AI. And then disruption moving from digital first firms into traditional sector. So basically what's happening is that disruption moving from digital first firms into traditional sector. So what's happening that it started with the if you look at how technology when new technology come, how it spread. So start from the technology company or the company which are equipped to handle those kind of technological interventions, and then it moves to the other industries which are either the manufacturing industries, FMCG industries, or logistic industries, or energy industry. All those industries are then fall in the line. But this is happening, and it's going to happen at very fast pace. Yeah. So let us just quickly have a look at some of the reasons that why AI could not be managed at a scale, and why the some of the AI experimentation got failed. Let's move to the next slide. Okay. So why AI pilots fail to scale? Most AI projects don't fail due to algorithm, but the environment around it. Huge cause of concern. Scattered initiative, no enterprise roadmap. So, as we grow as a corporate, we are actually becoming like a multi-specialty hospital, wherein each department is concerned about its own set of revenue, own set of cost, and own set of profitability. So, within the organization, if multiple teams are there, if multiple with multiple segments or multiple projects are being running with the AI without any synergy, without any centralized project management team, this is bound to happen. Scattered initiative, no enterprise roadmap, which means that everyone is creating their own prototype, and at the end, nobody is going to implement it, because if you want to implement a solution, that has to be a well stitched solution that run from one process to another process. Otherwise, it's going to fail. Poor data readiness and fragmented systems. Systems are not available, or data is not in a shape. So basically, during the experimentation stage, they have fetched some information, polish the data, use that data to the experiment. But when the real application of that particular model has to be done, the data itself is not enriched or not equipped. So hence the output which was expected, this is the prototype, it's not going to be. And this is very very kind of a situation wherein uh, investments which has been actually the hard earned money of the company, and which is also a kind of a money which shareholders have invested in it, that is getting lost and wasted because the successful implementation of those at the enterprise level could not happen. Lack of ROI clarity and the business ownership. I mean, this is also one of the challenge, and very, very, I would say a failure to an organization if they, do the experimentation without visualizing the returns that is going to accrue because of investment. They are just experimenting to make sure that they are doing something in the AI because other industries, other companies are doing, and hence they want to do that. But without actually realizing the output and the benefit is just spending of the money which otherwise could have been judicially utilized for some other thing. Having said that, what needs to be done? I mean, we know that we have been experimenting. Then we also find out that what is AI imperative. Now we are seeing that what are the causes of the concerns why AI is not scaling up. But actually, what will help us to make sure that we scale up properly? What is that framework? What framework should be followed to make this happen? So let's just move to the next slide and see what framework we need to adopt. Okay, so a scalable AI organization is built and not discovered. Very true. AI scaling framework, what it has to be: business strategy alignment. Absolutely right. So our business strategy, our strategy which is being created by our board of directors along with the CEOs and the key managerial personals, it should be their focus area. This strategy should imbibe the fact that AI is going to be one of the key ingredient for any kind of the strategy that is going to implement it, whether it is a marketing strategy, finance strategy, distribution strategy, or finance, any strategy. If it has to be strategized, it has to have an element of AI being incorporated mandatorily, and it has to be driven from top down approach with the focus on the AI driven initiative. Otherwise it is not going to work. Data and digital infrastructure, that has to be absolutely correct. We should have the data warehouse, we should have the financial data systems, or any systems that stores the data in a form and shape so that it can be consumed by the AI tools and give you the desired results and output. So if data is not in a standard form, is not in a shape and form, then obviously you're not going to get the proper results, or the results which you are going to consume to take the decision would be absurd. So we need to make sure that our data should be absolutely clear and crystal as clear with the form and shape which is being consumed by the AI. AI platform and model operations. So this is again one of the things that if we are using some AI based platform, that should be equipped with the latest AI driven data model, and they should be enriched to make sure that any input which they have received and the output which they have generated, they should be correlated. It's not that they are if let's say I have a platform that is consuming customer information, that customer information should be enriched when I get the output of it. Otherwise, there is no point to for me to use the AI intelligence for that particular customer data. Governance, risk, and responsibility, like a very key ingredient. So I think one of the myth of industries why they are not using the AI is that they are scared that it would not be having a proper governance to it, and there is always a risk to data loss. But I think the kind of standards, the kind of technologies, and the security checkings that we have, we can create those kind of the governance and the risk mitigation strategy while dealing with the data which is being consumed by the AI. Talent, skill, and org structure. So our people should be equipped. So in my session when I was briefing on the human and AI synergy, that was also one of the area that our skill, our talent should be equipped so that they can understand the importance of AI. They should complement the AI rather than opposing it. They should not be consider that AI is going to replace them. They should be using it at how AI is going to complement that. So which is that a overall change in the ways of the thinking, talent structure needs to be changed, organization structure needs to be amended to ensure that people are clear about how they have to use the AI as the future for their organization. And then adoption, change, and value realization. So people should adopt it. People should understand that how it is going to change, and then definitely when people understand it, when it is adopted, then obviously the value realization is going to have a kind of impact on it, because people had actually understood it properly and they are working toward realization the benefit of the artificial intelligence. So this is the absolute framework that needs to be followed while we implement the AI. So once this framework is followed, what would happen to the overall maturity model of the artificial intelligence? So let's just move to next slide and figure out that what would be the AI data AI maturity model. Okay, so let's just have a look. You can't scale what you can't measure, and obviously yes, this holds good for everything. We cannot move ahead if we do not know that what is the result and outcome of what we have done. So if we know the outcome, definitely we have a say to move ahead or stop there. So let's just look at what is the AI scaling maturity model is. So AI exploring, I mean, this is the first step. We need to explore. We need to look at the various options that can, or where AI can be applicable at an industry level, at a process level, or at a segment level. So once we have explored, we are clear. Then obviously the AI experimenting is the next step. So we have identified the opportunities. Now we are doing the experimenting to it. So once we have done the experimenting, we need to figure out that whether those experiments are going to get operationalized or not. That is most important, because we cannot scale up a product which cannot be operationalized. So we experiment it, we operationalize it, and then what we do, we are going to scale it. So once we have scaled it up, what we have to do, we have to make AI native enterprise, which means that once we have scaled it up, then my AI is the DNA of my enterprise, which means that everything which is going to be, then it has to be AI first initiative. So which means that starting from the AI exploring to reach to a stage wherein AI is to be a DNA, we need to follow the framework that we showcased in the last slide. Once we have that framework in place, then obviously this data model is going to help us to reach from the exploring state to the stage of wherein we can use this as the DNA of my organization. DNA. So this is going to happen when once we have the framework that we showed in the last slide. If that is available, then obviously we are going to use that. That is the framework. Okay, so once we have adopted that framework, we are in a position to move ahead in this AI scaling maturity model. So let's just quickly, so this is largely the last slide because we have actually understood the concept of AI at scale. We understood why we failed in the AI, what we need to do, what are some of the key ingredients to be successful in scaling. Let's just have a look at what are some of the key takeaways. Okay. So, when we talk about key takeaways, so let's just quickly have a look. What are some of the things that we are going to measure once we have implemented the AI? So these are like key outcome or key KPIs that we need to measure to make sure that we have implemented the AI successfully. So what we are going to have a look at it, and we are saying that AI is not equity based; it's a value based. So let's just quickly have a look at those KPIs that we are measuring. So revenue lift, margin expansion. So obviously, if we have implemented the intelligence, this applications and technology, what is it that we're going to take it out of it? What we expect? What are the key takeaways? What are the key KPIs? We expect our revenue lift, margin expansion. This is one of the key output that is expected by implementing the AI. Cycle time, cost to reduction, serve reduction. I mean, our cost to serve reduce, our cycle time reduce. Cycle time to process any payment, any invoice, any order, that needs to be reduced. My cost to serve, cost to operate would definitely going to get reduced. Decision quality and forecast accuracy is going to get improved, and adoption of automation model and utilization. So these are like key, I would say, KPIs or key takeaways once we have implemented the AI. This is something which we're going to get out of this implementation. So if we have implemented the KPIs, artificial intelligence correctly, then these are some of the outputs that you are going to get out of it. So having said that, we are largely, come to the last slide of this entire session. What exactly is a call for action? What we need to do as a next step? Just quickly have a look at that. Okay. So call for action. Let's scale AI intelligently and responsibly. And to make sure that how it happens, so we have to have AI scaling workshop, AI enterprise assessment, capability building and transformation. So basically, it looks at three major aspects, which means that we need to have the regular capability trainings, regular workshop, so that people are clear. We need to have an assessment being done at the enterprise level, so that each department should understand the importance of implementing the AI, and then how we could able to synergize the AI among our human and among the organization culture, so that it should have a synergy, and instead of competing with each other, they complement each other. So this is the last slide, and then this is the last presentation also in the series that we started for the AI. So with this, let's just move to the closing slide then. Okay, so thank you, slide. So again, a big thanks to all the viewers and all the subscribers for watching this video. A sincere request to watch this video till the end, and share this video if you found this video useful and informative. Please subscribe to our channel. Also, I request that please write back to us in the comment section for any specific area you want us to create the video, or if you want any kind of support or help, you can write back to us. You can write back at gjmanagementconsultant.com as well, which is our website, and you can comment on that YouTube chat box if in case you need any further information and any other support or guidance from us. So thank you for watching this video patiently. Goodbye.